Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? I've been sitting here waiting all day for a package that's not going to get here till Monday. Post office online shows it'll be here today, but they've already delivered mail out here, so it won't be till Monday. And I was looking forward to these packages. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick mail call. And Lemonhead Penny said he'd show up for some stuff I got yesterday. I was hoping to do a really big mail call today and show what I got from everywhere. Let's see. Private chat settings, StreamYards, and broadcast. Oh, who knows? Let's see. Guess I'll go to my own station here so I can see chat. Let me turn off my mic there. Now I'll be able to see chat. Hopefully Lemon will get here soon. Let's see. Change cameras. Camera. Oh no, I can leave it on that camera till we get ready to see things up close. Sound like a plan? Okay. First thing I got was a gift from Mr. Bigfoot Silver. Oh, sweetie. He outbid me on these. And I guess he felt guilty and he shouldn't have. And he sent them to me. They're the quarters, but they're painted. Which makes them unique. My favorite one, because I love Alaska. I've watched every show they have on Alaska. And someday I want to go visit there. Come. Okay, that one didn't want to come in focus. Ooh, this one's neat. Rhode Island. Itty bitty. New Mexico. Must say I like this one better than the just silver. Connecticut. Hey Lenny, how you doing? Trying to hold my hand steady sometimes don't work. So yeah, I got those. Then I got a reverse proof silver reverse proof because I've always wanted one. Show that one under there here in a second. And then 5 Mercury dimes to add to my. I'm doing all right. I'm fighting the battle of the everything's blooming right now. But other than that, and then from Mickey Rob's Banks, I bought a couple rolls he was doing a few weeks back, and got 3 Weir Farm W's. And then I traded him, which I will put his stuff in the mail Monday. I traded him for a Bat W. I love the Bat coins, and I want to have a couple, 2, 3 of the Bat W's, which I got another one coming from Amanda. Right now, somebody's got a ice pick in my left ear because my allergies are so bad. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, almost forgot. Mike Badger, being the sweetheart that he is, he knew I needed a 1909 VDB for my typeset, and he sent me one. So let me switch cameras, and I'll show y'all those and the other coins under the microscope. Let's see, here we go. I love coins. Let's see. USB microscope. There we go. This is the reverse proof. Isn't that a beautiful S? It's one of the clearest S's I've ever seen on a coin. The scratches are on the case. They are not on this coin. This coin is mint. Beautiful. I only put it in here because in a few minutes, we're going to put it in my special quarter book where I'm putting my W quarters and silver quarters. Yes, it does. I just love coins so much. Let's see. My bat. Isn't that beautiful? Little bat. I don't know why I like the bat so much. I mean, they're a flying rodent. Look at that W. And there's the privy mark. I'm trying to get this 1909 open. I need both hands. Yeah, Lemon's supposed to come on here shortly, and we'll get a good chat going. Would you like to come up on with us on the panel? There's the VDB. Ooh, that's a good one. Way to go, Mike. Mike is a sweetheart. Mike Badger sent me this to go in my typeset. That is a really nice 1909 VDB. Wow. You have a storm coming? They said we were going to have storms all day. We got a little rain this morning, but nothing since. But it is kind of clouding up, so I'm hoping that it won't be too bad. Now, this is a nice, considering it's 111 years old, this is a nice 1909. And I know he has some even nicer ones. Hiccups here. He has, in case anybody's looking for them, he has them in BU. He has them in red, brown, as well as brown. I was supposed to get one when he was auctioning the other night, and I fell asleep, but he knew I wanted one, so he sent it. Man, that's nice. We'll get out the typeset here in a minute and put that in. And let's see, 1923. Everything seems to have hair on it. 1923. In God We Trust. Mercury dime. I love Mercury dimes. My mom collected dimes. It's a P. For once, the front side looks better than the back side. Let's look at this one's a 1936. I got a really good price on these. Can't wait till my packages from Lemon get here. I was hoping, like I said, to show them all together. I lucked out and got a set of the 65th anniversary Walt Disney coins. You know, Mickey Mouse doing Fantasia, and when he's the little Patriot guy. But can't wait to see those in person. Not bad for, I think I paid a little over $2 a piece. So pretty much if I see dimes, I'm going to buy them if I can afford them. And these I can afford. D-mint mark. Back of this one looks much better than that other one. So that's a 43D, and here's a 1945. I'll be getting a package from Alden soon. I'm going to buy some Benjis off of Alden. Depending on how much he charges me for them, because Alden buys the good stuff. He doesn't skimp on his coins. So hello. I don't want to, we don't claim coins. So, yeah. I keep threatening that I'm going to, but I never will. I never will. Because cleaning coins takes away value. So, you don't get them already shiny, then you just out of luck. I would say your name, but it looks like eyeballs. So welcome. That's my favorite one. Favorite one right there. I'm having a ring made out of a silver one that I'm getting. This year is my 20th anniversary, so I'm having 20th anniversary wedding rings made out of 2020 coins. So yeah, and I picked the even though you won't be able to tell what it is really, I picked the bat for mine. Hey.
Okay, then we'll do this one.
Okay. She's bringing a dog to trim toenails on. I'm so glad I got out of that. Let me get my book and we'll start putting some of these in. W quarter book, which is a W quarter and a silver round book. But first things first, we're going to put that penny in my penny book. I ordered some neat books from a seller off Facebook. Can't wait to see what they look like when they get here. We switch cameras again. Maybe we'll get some really neat looking. Put my gloves on when we start doing important stuff. Okay. Didn't bring my glasses in here, so bear with me. Old Dansko. This one I'm getting from Alden. This is the last one I have to buy for this page. It's a half-cent. This page is filled. Yay! My desk is very cluttered right now. I forgot that I had Liberty quarters in my quarter box, so I found them and put them in the other night. So all I have are 3 halves to put in, and then $3. So $3 and a half-cent, and my book will be done. That's not bad considering I only got it a month ago. But it's a very old Dansko. Lemonhead Penny found it for me. Because I have a love of albums and books and stuff, so when he had that one, he sold it to me on the spot. Now, this is my quarter album that I'm going to be making. And what it's got in it so far, these are W's that I have. And so I'm going to add in my W quarters. And then I will add in on the second page, I'm going to put silver quarters because I've got a whole bunch of silver quarters. Just because. And then I'm going to get some more pages. Thank goodness you can add pages to these things. But let me put on my glove, and we'll start with that first silver quarter right there. The reverse proof. And we'll put it in. That top spot right there. Bye, Lenny. Good luck. Hi, Josh from Texas. We just lost Lenny to the Thunder. Hopefully, Lemonhead Penny will be here shortly, and then people will start checking in. We have 4 people watching. Go. Where did I set? There's where I set them. These are W quarters, Weir Farms. And I may not put all of them in here. I'm definitely going to put one. These are the ones Charlotte and I found. Let's put it down here on the bottom. So, Josh from Texas, are you into coin collecting? There's that. These I will take out and put in a tube. This one I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet, the back quarter, because I really like my back quarter. Put that over there in my collection of those. As y'all can tell, I have lots of stuff everywhere. I was working on quarters the other day and haven't put all my quarters up. I'm actually out of quarter size tubes, so I got to get with Lemon or somebody and get some more. Come on, Lemon, show up or I'm going to cut off my stream. Oh, I love it when my hands shake so bad I can't do menial tasks like stacking quarters. And people think it's now it's a challenge. To shake so bad that you can't stack quarters is sad. Don't get old or get the disability that I have, which they can't diagnose yet. The neurologist says it's your heart doing that. The heart doctor says it's your. Hey, Lemon. Cool. Let me give you an invite here. Was getting worried. Yeah, Lenny just left. You missed her by just a couple minutes. She went because she heard thunder, and there's supposed to be big storms today. So she went to make sure everything was okay. So come on up. You and I will chat about some stuff. Like the latest on Dansko. There you are. Add to stream. There he is. The man. Hey, Lemon.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good today.
You sound better than you did the other day.
Yeah, I bet.
You sounded pretty pitiful the other day. I was feeling for you.
I'm kidding. Oh man, it's bad. Yeah, man.
I've been there, so I felt for you.
Yeah. Just is what it is, man. No getting around it.
I was showing off the things I got from Mike Badger. Your stuff was supposed to get here today, but it didn't make it, of course. So it'll be here Monday.
I think I read some. Well, you're in Texas though, so I don't see why anything would hold it up. But or just surely like amount, because every time I go to the post office, it's like the bins that you drop stuff in, the bins that are behind the counter next to the people, the workers. Man, every time they're friggin' full to the top. So everything I've heard is that like shipping is more now since Corona. Like I don't know why people are sending more mail. I guess it makes sense, not being able to do stuff in person they're not supposed to.
Yeah, everybody's doing everything by mail.
Yeah, so it's like they got more than normal. But I know that the Chicago is like the hub for the center of the United States. Like it's a big main hub that like stuff goes to, then gets sent out everywhere from there. And like there's something going on in Chicago that's holding it up. I think it has to do with the rioting and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah. So it's like all the people back east. If it's coming from out west, then it's taking longer. And I had one busman, Cheryl Busman. She's back east, and I sent her stuff from last auction the same day, with everybody else. And it's the first time ever that it literally, she got it like a day past the following Tuesday. So it took over a week for like 3-day guaranteed mail to get to her, but it got there. So that's good. But yeah, so that tells you right there that it's taking longer.
Got the floating frames for my Mickey Mouses.
Oh, I love those things.
So yeah, I got my floating frames.
Nice.
I was all set to put them in and and do that today and put them on display and.
If I look at your desk, you got plenty to do.
Yes, my desk is a mess today.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the always what we want to do, but like there's never a shortage of something to do when it comes to collecting coin, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all these in books today, so.
There you go, right on.
But yeah, I'm down to only needing 7 coins to finish my typeset.
Well, let me know. We can get you everything you need. I picked up another bar airtight direct fit, and because all ounce bars are standardized, like size wise. And then I was talking to like my guy's his wife, because she's like the big silver aficionado, and I should have wrote it down, because she asked what bar you could have had that wouldn't fit, and she had called out one. She goes, "Oh, she must have the so-and-so bar," because like she kind of knew that one wasn't a standardized size, and I can't remember the name of it. What bar did you have?
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. I wonder if that's. I don't know if that sounds familiar, but it's But yeah, because they don't make another size for the ounce bars.
This one just for some reason won't fit in. It's just I don't know if maybe it got smooshed. I mean, it's not in the best condition. Hang on, I'll show it to you. Let me get it out. Where did I put it?
I remember you saying it's just like a hair too big.
Yeah. See, this is a regular one, but
yeah, because if it won't fit the traditional airtight, which is a direct fit, yeah, like those, yeah, that's odd. That's odd that it just doesn't fit. That's weird.
It's just a little bit too long because all the rest of them I have are fit, and this one's made by Wonders of America. 1 troy ounce fines.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's
the Hamilton Mint.
Yeah, it should. That's awkward. That's odd. That's odd. There's no like burr on it or nothing, or like.
No.
Yeah, it looks normal. I mean, that's weird, man. I wonder if maybe try a different direct fit if you have more than one. Just on the chance that it's the direct fit that was not, got past quality control or whatever.
See how it's over on this edge just a little? I mean.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's either the bar or the direct fit.
Well, I've tried it in all the ones I have that are all of these fit in.
Yeah.
All the ones I have. And it doesn't fit in any of them.
Okay, then it's more like it's likely the bar then. Okay. Then I would say the only other thing is the like the soft sleeves that with the envelopes that the bars come in.
No.
That would be the next option, and those are good because it just keeps it from your fingerprints and
Yeah.
Yeah, I would go with one of those then. Or I mean, there's flips that are big enough. Literally, they make flip in a big size, but I would go with one of those envelopes, the clear envelope.
Well, there are silver. It's not my day for my hands. There are silver ingot albums made by Whitman.
Yeah.
And I may get one of those.
Yeah, they make a bar. They make one that says silver bar too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that may be what I do so that I can go ahead and get it done. My Desert Storm coin.
Nice.
Yeah, I have Desert Storm, and so that was the first patriotic coin I ever bought. That one I don't even like. But
man, my uncle was over there. As a contractor. He went when Saddam set the oil well heads on fire.
Mm-hmm.
He worked for Boots and Coots, and he was on he was one of the first 40 men that went over there to put those oil well heads out. And they flew into the the Kuwait airport, which was like a military base for us, for the United States. And even though it was a military base at the airport, they had got ambushed right there on the tarmac when they landed, and they murdered 38 out of the 40 men. And my uncle was one of the only 2 guys that survived.
Wow.
Yeah, and he stayed. I asked him, I go, what the hell made you not turn around and get back on the plane? And he goes, and he just said, boy, you know how much they paid us to blow those oil well heads? And I said, no. He goes, and he told me, he goes, $750,000 per oil well head. And he said that, he goes, and we put out about 750 of them. That's some money right there.
No kidding.
And he said, and he goes, we had to blow a lot of them twice, so they got paid twice.
Yeah, they showed. That was back when John Wayne did.
Yeah, they did a movie.
Yes.
Yeah, John Wayne played Old Man Boots.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's a bitchy movie, and I saw that movie before that too. That's crazy. Yeah, Boots and Coots, they invented that. Like no one knew what to do, and yeah, all that that was literally trial and error, and they're the only ones that. I mean, it takes balls too.
Mm-hmm.
The most dangerous word I could think of. Then he said they're sitting on bulldozers, these 600s, like the biggest bulldozer in the world. But he said every day you would hear tink tink, and there would be some butthead out in the desert. Snipers would take pop shots at him every day. And he said that you couldn't have firearm and you couldn't shoot back. But what the military gave him was every man had a satellite phone, and if you took fire, you were supposed to call on that. It was like a direct link to the closest military base. And he said so every time he'd hear somebody shooting at him, he would call. And he said the coolest thing he ever saw was like it would only take like 2 minutes, and a helicopter would come out of nowhere, and you would just see you would hear the helicopter shooting, and then it would just circle them, and then to let them know that they're safe now, and then it would head back. He said that one time they got in an old work truck that they have, and they drove out there like a mile or two, wherever it was, to see, what they shot. And he said there would be no trace left, of just completely nothing left. The Gatling guns on those helicopters are freaking amazing.
That's gross.
Right? Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, God, nuts. Yeah, dangerous work, but he made a lot of money, boy. A lot of money. Money's a motivator. Make you do stuff you didn't think that you had in you.
Yeah. But I am so looking forward to those coins coming. You have no idea.
Yeah, those are special, man. It's just Disney in particular is really, really highly collectible, right? So then
Right.
in numismatics and the silver, Disney did all kinds of stuff. And then some of it they did in huge numbers, some of it they didn't because, like popularity, if it sold or didn't sell, But Disney, I mean, yeah, it's the brand, I mean, just the name. So when it's Disney stamped, so it's product from Disney, then it's good. It's super collectible. It always has a premium. Disney stuff sells big time. It's not a hard sale at all.
Yeah. Before I looked it up and knew that it was a complete set, I was going to let possibly, if as long as it wasn't one of my favorite ones, I was possibly going to sell one to Hidden. And then I saw it was a set, and I'm like, oh hell no! I love Hidden, but no.
Yeah, I remember him saying in there that there was one in specific. So I'm wondering because I didn't get a chance to ask. Now, does that mean it's because he liked it and that he wanted just that one, or it might be that he needs that one to complete his set?
Right.
Because I remember Hidden was one of the first bidders on it too. It was really the auction was really quiet. It was a lot of first bid wins, and then the second I put that up, it was like 4 people bid on it right away out of the blue. So it's just like people know.
It was me that Hidden bid, or somebody bid, and then I bid again, and I won.
Yeah. No, I think it was 2 or 3 bids, and you got one to drop, and then finally Hidden gave it up, and he asked for the win. He's so funny.
I think the only reason he gave it up was it was me.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows? There's a lot of reasons, like you never know a guy's price point.
That's true.
Yeah.
If he only needed one.
I've never seen Hidden, and I've known Hidden for years on here. There's only been maybe I think one occasion I can remember that he'll bid multiple times back and forth. Like that the coin it was that he needed that bad. Hidden's usually he'll fire once or twice, and then he'll complain the rest of the time that he can never win. He cracks me up.
Did you see my book when I had it up here?
Yeah,
it was almost finished.
Yeah, and everything. Dang it! Every time I see it, I regret auctioning it or selling it.
Yeah, you just sold it to me.
Yeah,
don't regret it. It's loved.
No, I know. Of course, I don't regret it. But I mean, that's the only one I've ever came across. I mean, they must be out there, but they're hard to find. It's just because I'm thinking about doing a type set maybe one day, but I doubt it. It's such a good look. I think it's gorgeous. And you got that sucker full, man. That's awesome.
Yep. I need this one for this page because I've got this one coming from Olden.
Yeah.
And that way I don't have to take it out of one of my other books. This page is full. This page needs these 3. The cap bust, head, and then 2 Liberty seated halves. And then the $3 Liberty seateds and a trade dollar. And I'm scared to ask what's the cheapest you've ever seen a trade dollar.
Oh, cheap. It's conditioned. It's all conditioned. But I mean, the trade dollars are and seated anything. The halves and the dollars. They're expensive. But it's hard to say that because it's like what one person's budget and another person is. It runs the gamut. It could be. It's not a big deal to whatever you could muster up.
Yeah, I got to get over the 220 first.
Yeah, right on. I hear you. It's like everybody's budget's different, but yeah, they're out there. It's just the lower grade is hard because it with dealers, that stuff tends to it's all about the dealer, how he looks at it, and the older and longer they've been around. This is just my experience. When it comes to the stuff that like is lower grade, because they've seen so much, they'll throw it in the melt bag, or they'll put it in with stuff that they call like 90%, if they do hold on to it because it's something that's older like that, like seated or But typically it's and that stuff gets bought up, like all the other guys, like the lower grade dealers. Or maybe the swap meet guys out here in California have a lot of sellers of coin that are at the swap meets. So the shop that I used to work in, we sold to a lot of dealers, like all day long. It wasn't just regular collectors that came in. It was more, I would say, more dealers than regular collectors. So they would come in, and the first thing they'd head for was, let me see the 90% box, and what do you got 90%? And they would buy all that stuff up. So, but it's out there though. I can get you trade dog. I can get you any coins in that book.
Cool.
Yeah.
Once I get over, like I said, the big because trust me, she's not going to let me forget that for a while.
Yeah, but she's the one that pushed for displaying it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your equalizers that you wanted them too, babe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. She actually, I had put that first bid in, and I wasn't going to bid anymore. And she goes, "It's just $5 more. Put in a bid. Go 220."
And she, you know what? And she was right. So that's I would say that's the best $5 spent right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good call. Hey,
Armando. We're talking about I just bought recently from Lemon a 65th anniversary set of Walt Disney Mickey Mouse
silver rounds. They're from 1988.
And I'm excited about it. It's the most, I can say that's probably the most expensive thing I've ever bought from you.
No, not even close, because you're looking at it wrong. If you break it down and divide 220 by how many pieces, it was 7, then that's X amount per, right?
Yes.
You bought stuff that was more expensive singularly, I think. I don't know, Yeah,
I bought a Flying Eagle for $42.
Yeah, there you go. And that's like a pretty good price for a Flying Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
They got to be really, really low grade dogs to be less than $30, $40. I mean, really.
Hey, it's Charlotte.
Hey, Charlotte, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You gotta console your woman there. She's feeling guilty about the Disney stuff.
Hey, I told her she could, so she doesn't need to feel bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said he can get me my trade dollars and stuff that I need
Okay.
at a reasonable price.
Well, the thing that I did tell her, because it was so expensive, that was it for a while. So
Yeah, I hear you.
It'll be a little bit.
Oh, she knows. Whenever it is, it is.
yeah. Talk to you later.
So, hey, have a good day.
You too, buddy.
Thank you.
I lucked out with that one.
Hey, is it hot there today?
Yeah, it's been overcast most of the day, so it hadn't been too bad.
Humid?
Yeah, because it's supposed to storm all day today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got it's like really clear. It's been like cloudy and kind of muggy, and nowadays it's gonna be warm. It's already kind of warm.
Yeah, we've been warm for weeks down here. It was funny because when we were started wearing shorts again up in Colorado, they were still getting snow.
Yeah, the weather's been kind of crazy in the middle of the country and spreading out.
Yep.
What they do for storms, bad ones back east or something, or Midwest maybe. I think I can't remember if I dreamt it. I think that's leftovers from the infection, man. Like I'm kind of dingy. I'm a little off kilt still. I don't know if I'm recollecting a memory or I imagined it. I hate that feeling.
Yeah, I was going to put those in the Silver Round book, and Charlotte's like, "No, we're going to display them."
Yeah, they're gonna look cool in those.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't found remember, I don't know if you remember, but I had all the stuff that I had gotten from people in the community here on YouTube, like cord, silver, like stuff I had won, and I had it all in those floating displays, and then they were on my desk, and I know they went into a box at one point, but I have no idea. I cleaned up like 3 days ago, like really well, and started going through some stuff, throwing stuff away and sorting shit, and I didn't come across them, so disappointed. I hate not knowing where they're at. That means that who knows, maybe my kids got them, or I hope they do. They could have got sold or hawked, I don't know. But yeah, those displays are the bomb. They're so cool. They just looks like they're floating there in thin air.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But I like my albums too, because I'll sit in here and put on TV, just for the noise, and pull out an album and go through them and relook at everything I've got. And to me, that's very relaxing. That's
the fun. Yeah, me too. I do the same thing. I love going through just looking through the album. I'll grab my albums, I'll go through them, maybe looking for a coin to add to the auction or for whatever reason. And yeah, and then I found I didn't mean to spend an hour in it, but I was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. I spend a lot of time in here with these books and going through. But I can now find things. You ask me for something, I can roll to it, Yeah,
it starts to become fresh. Like it don't take much to restart the memory.
Oh no, it's because I've got everything so well organized now. Comparatively,
or getting organized helps. Doesn't it help?
Yes, because even when I was thought I was getting organized, I couldn't find diddly.
Yeah, you can always be better. You can always improve on stuff.
Now that they're in specific albums, it's much easier.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
When they were just in boxes, I had to go, now which box did I put them in?
Yeah, I label everything too. Even my boxes, I make labels, with scent,
Hmm.
etc. And then even then, I have multiple boxes of scents, so it's still I'll have to open all of them looking for something sometimes, but it's still way faster.
Yes. Well, I have one that's labeled Lemonhead Penny.
Well, that makes sense as far as like the collector, because a lot of people, they like keeping track of all those things. So knowing who you got from, like having a box per seller, that makes perfect sense.
So it was that those
Hey, Bigfoot.
proof quarters you sent me. Bigfoot's on?
Oh yeah, right on.
Hey Bigfoot, I showed your the quarters you sent me. Let's see if I'll show them again. God, my hands are driving me crazy today.
Hey, when you get time too, because I never did, you might want to go over all those proof quarters for variety, because I never had a chance to look them over.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of varieties on proof quarters to find.
1912 New Mexico. Actually, these came out better on the other camera.
Yeah, it's hard showing coin. I mean, with short of spending a lot of money for like a really high quality camera, it's tough on with the stuff that's made just to stream. It's not really made for that kind of close up.
Well, today the problem is my hands.
Oh, that looks good. That looks pretty good. You ever talk to any of your doctors, Penny Queen, about Parkinson's?
Yes, they say I don't have it.
Because there is no test to say yes or no. It's all based just on symptom.
Right. And I just don't have, I have the shakes in my hands, but I don't have the stutter step and some other things.
Like motor skill stuff
Yeah.
related. Yeah, okay. My brother-in-law had Parkinson's, and it was, yeah, I remember they fought for years um to like prove it. Like, 'cause you can't prove it. It's really, there's no test yet. But yeah, they ended up, because he gets money, he couldn't work anymore. He used to be an electrician, doing like the fine stuff with his hands. He couldn't. It destroyed him work wise, and
Well,
it sucked because it would come and go. Some days he'd be fine, and other days he couldn't do anything with his fingers.
yes.
Yeah,
Well, I took pictures for a living, so
yeah, I could see that making it tough.
Bigfoot sent me these.
Oh, sweet. Strangulation my way. Telepathic strangulation. That doesn't sound good.
I wasn't sending telepathic strangulation your way.
Sorry, I had to tease it like that. Yeah, those are lower mintage too, as far as the quarters. Like, those are the ones you keep.
Yeah.
Most of the modern stuff is, with the exception of the super high grade. But like, as far as like number wise, I know Hawaii's one of them.
I have some more of these over there in my quarter box.
I know you got a few from me like a long time ago. They were some of the first ones I ever got.
Yeah, I got them. Yeah, I've got some. My Bat W. I got my Bat W.
Did you? Cool.
Yeah, this is Batty.
I just found a source. I mean, besides Jeep and John, because that guy just he's getting them. But I got a source, like dealer source, that has, and good price too.
Well, I've got one for you, so don't get a weird one.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I have one W. It's the first one, the Lowell, and that was sent to me as a surprise from Laura Day, which and I don't know where Laura Day's been. I haven't seen her. I hope she's well.
I'm sure she's fine.
Yeah.
I'm putting a couple of things up so I can get to my quarter box.
That's a box I haven't been in a while. It's my quarter box. I got some nice stuff yesterday.
And how much of it is supposed to come to my house?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna behave for a little while. Mainly because they've got 2 big trips planned. They're going to Lubbock.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
And then
flying.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go to Colorado.
Well, it's a good time. As far as I understand, the plane tickets are like way cheap compared to pre-corona.
Yeah, it will cost $500 round trip for the 2 of them. So
that still sounds expensive, doesn't it? Like, cause that's like local travel. It's not like going from one end of the country to the other, but I don't, man. I flew a lot, but always the same. I went to Alaska like once a year, and then like locally, like I flew to Dallas, Texas one time. And that was a short flight, but to go bid a job, so I flew there same day and flew home same day. Out in I flew into Dallas, but the city was like just outside of Dallas. Garland, Texas.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it was the West Coast distribution center for Sears for like 50 years. Biggest, one of the biggest buildings you ever seen. It was like 250,000 square feet, and I get the contract to demo it. Except that I signed a contract in the back of a gas station here in Southern California with the Vietnamese mob. They had the contract. Go figure. They subbed it to me, and then I drove out there and took like 4 guys to begin with, and was going to start flying in workers. And this butthead, he tried to change the terms, like how you paid. And we had a contract, so it was. Did you really, Bigfoot? Wow, coincidence, small world stuff. Yeah, and that's the first time. Like it's a real dry county. I didn't even know that existed anymore. It just sounds so old world, but it's still like there's a lot of places in the country that you can't legally buy alcohol, but you could go drive 10 minutes to the next city or county over, and they had these places that were weird. They're not. It's different than here. It was like they were liquor stores, but they only sold liquor, like floor to ceiling. It was just liquor.
Lemon, I'll be right back. Okay.
You got it. Yeah. You had to get like a card. They give you like a card that like you were okay to buy liquor, and all I did was just like I showed them my California driver's license, and then they like gave you this buyer's card. So we just went the first weekend and loaded up, because I got the extended stay hotel rooms. We were going to be there for months. That's why I still drank back then. Yeah, so I was there about 3 weeks, and then and we were packed in for about a 4-month haul, and he broke the terms. So it always sucked. Wish it would have went better because it was a big job. It was good money, but made good money while I was there. But hot, god damn it! And then the weather was crazy because it would be clear as a bell, hot summer, and out of the blue, thunderstorms. Just out of this, it would start raining cats and dogs. I mean, pouring down, and it would last for like half an hour, and then it would just be gone. But the humidity, I would sweat. Literally, if I had forgotten and left my wallet, which I did the first time, in my back pocket, my whole wallet would be wet. Everything in it was wet. That's how bad you sweated. I had to run and get salt pills for all my guys and like they couldn't keep them on the shelf. You had to order them, special order them. It was pretty bad. And then it was like inside a steel factory, everything's steel, no ventilation, and running a cutting torch, you know, like a welding torch, and cutting steel for 15 hours a day. Man, I literally, one of the few times I remember, like I could crack open a gallon of water and start chugging and drink without stopping a whole gallon of water. Crazy. Dry counties don't work. It just increases the traffic. Yeah, usually that's the way people are. Tell them they can't have it, and they'll overdo it because of that. It's true.
Got your quarters out.
Cool.
So
yeah, like my suggestion would be to go through and make a cheat sheet. You know, try to find all the like the popular stuff to write down, like on a piece of paper or something, and keep that with you as you go through them. You know, start with like by year chronologically, and just pull out all the same of that year, look them over, and then start checking them off the list.
I just look at everything on every coin.
Yeah, I do too. That's how you find the stuff that, you know,
people don't know.
Or, yeah. Then I always planned on going back to Texas.
Aw. But we love you here.
My father, he's from Texas. South, like way south down by the Rio Grande in Presidio, which that's in Marfa County. But it's like an old ghost town. And then it's actually in the National Geographic. There's like a National Geographic from like 1978 or something. And they did a whole story about the town my dad's from. And because the reason why, nothing special except that logistically, inside of the United States, it's the farthest town from an airport in the whole country. Straight ghost town. There's no doctor. There was only a vet, but he took care of all the, like if somebody got hurt. There was only like one store that would get produce, and they only got it once a month. And if you weren't there, my mom said, like at 6 a.m. to get in line, you didn't get none.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. My grandfather, he was like, he owned like half the town. He owned the only bar. There's only one bar.
Is that a die chip there, Lemon?
In between the E and the D?
Uh-huh.
It's hard to tell here on this view. You just have to look at it like sideways and stuff and see if it's raised. If it's raised metal, then it's a die chip. But it kind of looks like on my screen, it could be like caca or something. And when I say caca, it's not a technical term. Like it could be foreign matter. It could be a piece of bubble gum or tape.
It was foreign matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
The caca went away.
A lot of times the tape residue from like Scotch tape, it's been on there long enough that they look like laminations. Like I've seen some that like I would have bet $1 million it was a lamb, and then you go to touch it, it's just tape residue. The more quarter you go through, you start to like get familiarized. Like all this silver Washington 64 and down, I always look at the same places because you'll find die crack along that line on the bust that's right above date, through the top of the head, and then on the reverse, it's going to go the left side of the eagle's wing. Almost always you'll find die crack running from like the start of the word quarter up to the top. Sorry about the noise. It should,
You changed your style of music there, Loren?
no, I listen to everything.
Okay, I wouldn't admit that. I do too. But it's got to be a really good opera for me to listen to opera. Liberty. So you gonna do a? You want to go on and do an auction today?
Oh, I don't. I still got. I'd have to I still got to finish doing work like to put one together. I got my pickups from yesterday, but by themselves they're not. It's not a full auction. But I got some really nice stuff though.
What'd you get?
A couple gold coins, a couple Morgans, a couple slab nickels, and then I got a conditional rarity buffalo nickel, the 20S, which is like in the lower grades up to XF is you can find them. There's no it's no premium. It's like 10 million minutes, but when you get to that juncture of the jumping to XF, that's where they become scarce. They're harder to find in that grade, and it jumps like drastically from like $10 to like maybe a few $100. And I got an XF.
Cool.
Yeah, in the raw, the thing's beautiful. Pretty cool.
I may have to watch.
Well, yeah. Whether I expect you there, whether you're buying or not.
Yeah, but it gets tough on this old woman when she can't buy.
Yeah, I forget that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's true. I'm the same way. It's like being there and the wanting to, knowing you can. It's torture. So yeah, I forget that. I just want everybody to know that, like, the intentions. I'd rather have you there hanging out because all the people I like.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'm actually getting better control over there. For a while when I was really depressed, I didn't have good control, and I still don't have great control, but it's better.
You're human. It's like I fight the same battles. With the coin, I think I got it licked, but like everything, it's like I'll use for the same reasons. I'll use ice cream. You know what I'm saying? It used to be I used to buy tools, so I'd go buy $500 tool they already had two of, and that used to be my outlet. It's the same thing with the coin. They're just temporary, take your mind off it, feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need it again to, it just makes you human.
Yep. Hey, I dare them to tell somebody who's been sick for 5 years not to get a little depressed.
Yeah, it's like if you didn't, I would think that would be weird. It kind of like it's okay and it's warranted, like you earned it. So it's like, yeah, man, life gets overwhelming a lot of the time. And some people it takes more, some people it takes less. It doesn't make nobody wrong or right. It's the card you get dealt.
You see how my hands are? It's like When my head gets to going with my hands, then we're in trouble.
I hear you. And then the coming of age, like the getting older, the not being able to do what you've been able to do all your life. That's been a hard thing to, realize. And then some guys, they never get over it. I've seen that be the case more often than not. Usually with the older men, having to retire because of the physical, not being able to do whatever it was that they did. It's hard, man, to come to terms with. You just got to replace it with something that you can do, because the whole thing is doing. You got to keep doing.
Well, the first couple years with this illness, all I did was sleep and run fevers, and because I had mono constantly.
Oh, wow.
I've had mono 11 times. It's pain in the butt. That's 11 times diagnosed. I've had it more than that.
Yeah.
You finally quit going. It's like, why do I need to go and have them tell me what I already know I have?
Yeah. It's like you become as much an expert as the doctors, because there's only so much to know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way now too. It's like with my sugar, it's like, all right, I don't have to guess anymore. I can pretty much hit it right on the nose every time by how I feel. It's been long enough. Why waste any gas or time, or going through all just to go through the same thing, to have them tell you what you already know.
She's gonna draw blood, call you a couple of days later, tell you to stay in a cool spot and just rest.
Yeah.
That's all you can do when you have mono.
Yeah, some things just got to run their course.
Yeah, but you get sick of having mono.
Having anything that makes you feel not well or the same. There's all kinds of weird stuff out there. I mean, not weird, but I mean, just lots of people that aren't as healthy as you can be. I mean, most people have some kind of ailment. We're just flesh and bone, man. We're not made of steel.
Yep.
Just flesh and bone.
Every time I catch it, I get upset again.
Yeah, man. Hey, these last couple years, I don't think I've had a week, 5 straight days, a business week, of just waking up, feeling just normal. Like 5 straight days in a row, not once in a couple years. And it takes its toll, big time. To drag. You can't make plans. You can't get minimal stuff accomplished. Just I'll get mundane tasks like taking the trash out, and a day that I couldn't get the cans because I got to walk them really far to get them to the curbside, and I miss it on trash day, and I beat myself up. I'm like, I couldn't even do that, but because I couldn't. It sucks, but I feel good today, so I'm grateful for today.
I know how that is. Today I didn't feel good. Today I've slept most of the day, but it's because allergies right now are driving me crazy.
Is it like the season for that there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had allergies all my life, and I don't know if I have them now, but just this year, something new. My nose runs a lot, like stuff that I've always been immune to, like dust and I guess crap like that. And then now it's starting to affect me. I don't like it either.
Yeah, welcome to allergies.
Yeah.
My sister had asthma and everything when we were kids, but I waited to get it as an adult.
Yeah, I think I started smoking as a kid, so I think that kept me immune.
You keep believing that.
Never. My son had adolescent asthma, which you grow out of.
Mm-hmm.
But my wife, she had allergies bad, and like I mean, she carries an inhaler, but she doesn't. It's not. It's just in case, like slight asthma, I guess.
I just never know for sure when to use the inhaler. Is this bad enough, or do I need to
I
wait?
used to do it all the time. She used to get pissed off because I liked it because it would clear my chest up. Because it's just albuterol, it's like a shot of like steroid, like a light steroid. And every time I'd use her inhaler, she'd get pissed.
Yep. Charlotte used to use mine. I'm like, quit smoking. You won't need that. She uses those vapes now.
I had one, and finally stopped working. I like the smells and the taste. I mean, like it's crazy the different types of flavors that they make. How spot on they are. I'm amazed. But yeah, vape, same shit. They put nicotine in vape now.
She doesn't need to be doing that crap.
Well, she should be doing whatever she wants to do. It's stress that kill you. Stressing over the I need to quit. That's more dangerous than what you're doing.
No.
Yeah. No, it's a fact. It's a fact, Penny Queen. Stress is an actual hormone your body creates, and it destroys and it suppresses your immune system. And when your immune system is suppressed, that's when disease is able to take hold.
I wouldn't know about that at all.
Yeah, I read a lot. I'm a weirdo. Like I got a pretty big appetite for like a bunch of. I'm a walking almanac of useless information.
I bet you killed on trivia night.
Yeah, pretty good. I give my mom credit. She's a big trivia buff. Ever since I was a little kid, we never missed Jeopardy. My mom watched Jeopardy for 40 years, but like trivia, my mom was like the smartest person I ever met. Amazed at the stuff she knew, but it doesn't translate to anything else.
Oh my goodness! Now I'm yawning for an hour.
Oh
no!
Contagious. Stop it.
Okay, I'll quit. Yeah, I got all this crap to do, and I don't want to do it. Today is I don't want to do it day.
I hear you.
I wanted to open packages today.
Well, didn't you get one?
No, they're together wherever they are. They're at the post office now. It said it had left.
That's cool because when you do get hit, you're gonna get hit with a big old bunch of them.
Uh-huh.
That's fun. I think it's fun I get excited when I get more than one thing in the mail. I'm mad because I should have got these. I got some books and they're all autographed. There are like 4 of them, and it should have been here already, and they're not. So I don't. This guy must have I've had it from dealer to dealer before where they literally use stamps. They'll put like 100 stamps on a freaking box to pay for the postage.
Mm-hmm.
Because they bought the stamps 20 years ago. It's just like it's a common thing between dealers, and I always think it's comical when it comes. I'm like, God, you can't even fit one more stamp on this damn cardboard box. That's pretty tight right there. But if you do it enough, you make money. It saves money. Bigfoot says he has a full library of Big Uncle John's bathroom readers. That's one I haven't came across. I got a lot of the Reader's Digest and like the almanac, the real almanac they do every year. Love the almanac. My mom started me on those. It used to be like the Christmas gift. Like every year, I always got one of the same things, and it was the new almanac for the year. Love reading the almanac front to back. And then I don't know who started me on it, but when I was a kid, I started reading the newspaper every day, front to back. By the time I was in high school, it was 3 newspapers: the Times, the New York, and my local, which was a Press Telegram, which was a big paper too. And I would read all 3 papers. I did that for years until up into my late 20s. And then I finally, put it to the side because it started to become more just opinionated bullshit than fact. The retractions, when you turn the retraction page and it got comical. All the day before's reporting and all the stuff they report wrong, they have to run a retraction to let you know that they made a mistake the day before, and it sickens you some days. It's the race to be the first one to report the news is the race. Now, reporting it accurately has no bearing on the speed of the reporting, and that's where the responsibility just tossed aside.
Yeah, used to they made sure they got it right.
Yeah.
They don't anymore.
So quality over quantity is, but really the periodicals and papers they're just tools. They're like Hearst. Hearst, at one point, he was so powerful, had a straight monopoly, and his personal views he forced on the public, whether they knew it or not. So it's like that man had a lot of power on a lot of things, and that's not the way it's supposed to be. Just totally anti what this started out as. Hey, Hidden, what's up, man? Yours must have been ringing. We were talking about you earlier.
Hi, Hidden.
So yeah, I love it. I love reading, but you got to remember to take everything with a grain of salt. Man, it's just regular human on the other end that writes these things. People they think everything's written in stone. People get it. They like what they like. Their newspapers write whatever it just drives me crazy. People. Go ahead.
I was going to tell Hidden, we were trying to figure out which one of those Mickey Mouses did you want, and was it because you need to finish out a set?
Oh, yeah. We were revisiting the auction, and you said there's one in particular, and I was thinking it's one of 2 things: either like just the round you like, or that you needed that one because they're a set from an '88. Wasn't sure. Okay, yeah, you're working on the set. Right on. Very cool.
Well, my set will be here Monday.
That's cold. Just rubbing it in. Yeah, Pink Queen was saying, if you ever want to see what all of them side by side look like, she can help you out with that. Send you a photo or that's cold.
Yeah, he sent me a photo of his deal you helped us out with, the coin holder.
Oh, did he? Okay, thank you, Hidden. Right on. What'd you think?
It looked just like I had it pictured in my head.
You know what? What a great idea, Penny Queen. That thing, it came out really cool. And what a great idea. So kudos.
New thing to put a napkin holder to use for, huh?
Yeah, it's the only one in the world, I'll bet.
Yep.
Just the napkin holder itself has to be. I've never came across one. I used to do flea market antique type stuff, and then to make it into a holder display, that's I think I'd say it's safe to say he's got the only one in the world.
Yep.
And a lemon head penny original, designed by Penny Queen.
Yes. No one will ever have that. Unless I find the head to the other one, and then I might have one.
Yeah, if you ever do find the parts, I could probably fix it. If it's wood, I could fix it. I did that for some years.
I may have to look for some, because I'd rather have one that was a little monkey or something, or a frog. I like monkeys and frogs.
I got one for my mom. My mother used to call me Monkey all the way up, even in my 30 years, 35 years old, and Monkey Boy. She always called me Monkey Boy. Yeah, Tuesday. Time when the notification goes off. Hey, what do you know about T. Elder? Hidden. Get hidden a little on the spot. You ever heard of T. Elder? And time always in between, like always, in between noon and 5 Pacific time. It's always like an afternoon auction.
I want you to do one today or tomorrow.
Well, T. Elder was like turn of the century coin dealer, and he actually was a designer, made tokens, and in mostly, I think, mainly in gold. And I got one. I got PCGS holded one, 1927 token. It's a Abraham Lincoln, and it's kind of, I guess it's kind of a rare coin. They're hard to get. So I was researching last night, and one of them went like in one of these famous Bowers auctions, and it lists all the gold coins out of this one set that they had a custom holder made for that had all these different types of gold coin in it, and all of them pretty rare. And it was one of those, the 27, which is like super resembles his 1910 design. So he did a few times. Yeah, because I didn't know anything. I'm not big on tokens, so like all the history of them, I learn as I go. But pretty nice coin.
Too bad it's not in your Lincoln book I sent you.
No, it's a gold token, so it's all the stuff that has Lincoln's on it, or Lincoln it's you would need a whole truck full of books.
Lemon, what time do you want to do your auction? About 5 o'clock my time?
No, I'm not. I never say a time. It's always on Tuesday in between noon, being the earliest I've ever been able to pull it off, or 5 at the latest, because I won't go on past 5 because for the East Coast people it's just too late. So, but the time I'm sourcing coin is a 24-hour, 7-day week thing, and stock wise, I'm not there yet. Don't know when I will be to where I have enough sitting here that I could just pull auction any day. I'm always usually down to the wire. There's some weeks it's easier than others, and the first day out you acquire plenty, or you don't get nothing at all. And a lot of the time, more than half of the time, I just acquired the coin for auction the day of, which is always hard, because then it's the processing it and preparing it for auction is a lot of work. So I'm almost I'm always running like a chicken with my head cut off to maintain just one day. So it's hard, and it's easier I can tell you this for a fact. It's easier, and I could do a time and keep it the same time every week. If I just wanted to bring the same mundane, I can buy in bushels, some of the stuff that makes it to auction, which there's always a market for, the new collector. I could do that all day long, but that's not what my auction's been. I bring you guys, I'm always looking for the deal so that I can give you guys equity. Because I don't mind. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to make enough to be able to do it the next week. So like, just an example, if it's $100 list coin and I get it for $60, then I can start it at 70. I mean, that's, like, instead of starting at 100. So I'm always trying to find that, or I'm trying to find like the hard to find, the early or old. Yeah, but really the deal, it's hard. I think people have this misconception. They think dealers just have it made that once you're a dealer, you just, everything is cut and dry, black and white, and it's not by far. It's hit or miss. You never know. It all just runs on the same things that dealing with just any stranger to stranger or people that knew each other all their life. It depends on how that person woke up that morning, what kind of mood they're in. You live and die by if they woke up on the wrong side of the bed or the good side of the bed. You pray for the good side because it affects the negotiations. It's that simple. I hope that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But let's see.
I should send you some of my overflow.
See, now that's another thing, because everybody says that. Or the people who get to the point where they're like, they're done collecting or money reasons or whatever. I've been asked, like, even recently, they want to sell all their stuff off. And it's not really, it's hard because it's like a consignment deal. Consignments, it's like, it's already small profit margin, let alone the marking up on somebody else's sale. Now you're taking that real small margin, whatever it be, and you're splitting it in whatever percentage you split it by. I mean, 50, 70, 30, whatever. It's tough unless it's specifically just consignment, auction, like the big places. But then it's volume, you can't do a once a week 3-hour auction and it make even enough to sustain itself. So it's tough. But the pieces, what I would say is your better pieces that you're getting ready to get rid of, handpick out the better stuff, because then it serves both parties fairly. You get to put your stuff in front of more people, and it'll realize probably the max potential of what it'll realize. If it's really high dollar, then you would jump right over Lemon Head Penny because it wouldn't be the proper place. Then I would take it to a bigger outfit so you get in front of more people, like Heritage or one of the ones like that. So there's a time and a place. There's an etiquette to everything.
Yep. Wait till you see the albums I found on Marketplace that
they're out there.
They're made to hold airtights.
Yeah, there's a company that makes just that kind of product.
And that's what this is. I found 3 of them down here. But because of Corona, I just had them mail it to me.
Oh, it was local enough to drive?
Yeah, I could in about 2 hours, but yeah. Used to, I would have hopped in the car and headed down there.
Yeah. Now 2 hours one way?
Yeah.
God. So that's like a whole day event. The time driving there back is 4, and then the time being there. Yeah.
I used to do it all the time. So driving, I mean, I used to go down there because I had work down there. So down near League City.
Yeah, I remember the days of like traveling, like local travel. It was kind of like working out of town, but it's only 2 hour one way. That's like from LA to San Diego. I did it though. Did it for a lot of years.
So yeah, I almost went down there to get it, and then I went, can you package all that up and ship it to me for like $15? And they were like, yeah. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I never mailed a letter a day in my life until I started doing this coin thing, and it really is convenient, and for the money, it's nothing. I mean, it's amazing. Just a regular post office being able to put a letter with a stamp on it in the mail one day, and in 4 days it make it to anywhere in the world is amazing. And they've been doing it forever. It's crazy. It's people.
Bye.
Good night. Good afternoon. Bye.